Right, Marlon, you're only starting out in your career, but something like last Saturday's you probably hope will never happen to you. What's it been like since then? You know, have you sort of tried to recover from it?
Yeah, obviously it's just it's hard to explain how I was feeling. With money into my first full season. As a league player as such, it's something you never want to experience at all. But obviously the manner of the defeat, the way it went about. Obviously we can't forget about it. But this week's obviously been trying to just move on, and I know it's hard to say, and the fans obviously are still upset about it, and so are we as a team, as the staff and everyone at the club. But this week's where we've got to try and look to Saturday really and bounce back as best as we can.
You must have been wondering what was going on. Every time they went forward, they scored, didn't they? They only had about 8 or 9 shots on target, and they scored 8 goals. I mean, it did look like every time they got the ball near the Cheltenham goal, it was going to be a goal, wasn't it? What was it like from a midfielder's point of view?
It was shocking, wasn't it? Like I said, it was hard to believe. Every time they went on a meaningful attack, they did score. Up till recently, the last away game, Bury, you see like how we defended, and we kept our shape. So it was, and even the Cheltenham game, we controlled most of that game, and we looked comfortable. And obviously until the last dying minutes, they scored 2. So like I said, it was strange, and it's a game that I never want to experience again, and hopefully I won't.
Do you think the most important thing for this group of players is to improve mentally rather than physically? Obviously you can always improve your technique and your skills, but do you think it's mental strength that causes results like that rather than lack of ability?
Yeah, of course. We got, like I said before, you can't be a team just for the beginning of the season, like how well we were playing, and then all of a sudden just look at the results since. They've not been good enough at all, and neither of the performances. So a lot of it may be down to mental strength as well, which is something that we hopefully we can work on as a team, and definitely in these last few remaining games, get as many points as we can and try and make the best of whatever we've got left of the season.
Yeah, the players have sort of grouped together and decided to pay for the coach to Lincoln. I think the fans appreciated that as a gesture off the pitch. Now, the only other thing you can do is give them something to cheer on Saturday, isn't it, against Rotherham?
I can, in this interview, I can always try and dig up excuses, but there ain't none. I said our actions speak louder than words, and we just got to break our guts on Saturday and put in a performance and get 3 points, which is vitally needed, especially at home as well. And I think the lads will we'll all stay together, we're all strong enough. So like I said, hopefully last 2 remaining training sessions, put in a good shift, work for the game on Saturday, and just see what happens.
Yeah. Are you sick of sitting watching DVDs of games and analysing, or do you think does everyone sort of accept there's something that needs to be done?
Yeah, definitely. You've got to, even when you've played well, and when you have played badly, you've got to watch mistakes, and that's how you learn from things. So like sitting down and watching it again, there's maybe learn from the mistakes and where we went wrong, and what we could do better next time, which is obviously quite a lot.
Yeah. Steve Cottrell's come out and said that you've had a meeting with him, and
yeah.
Did you sort of have a bit of time to get used to the idea, because he sort of hinted earlier in the season, didn't he? That
I think I said to you before. I basically knew anyway deep down, so it was just me going there, having a word with him, just to hopefully know where I stand, and then see where I can go now to the end of the season.
Yeah, you've been there for a long time with Portsmouth, the Newsham hometown club. How much of a blow is it? And it's all about picking yourself up and looking to the next season now, isn't it?
I've been there since I was, I've been on the books there since I was 8. So of course being a.
Can you fit his whole head in that camera? No chance.
Of course, being a local lad, it was kind of hard, but like I said, I've probably got used to the idea, and to be fair, I dealt with it well, and it probably work out for the best of me moving on to another club, fresh start, and trying to play as many games as I can.
Yeah, he's been honest with you, hasn't he? Because he could have given you another year and he doesn't think you seriously would have been threatening a
Yeah.
championship team, and that it's probably is better for you to go and get some more first team
that's
football.
what I probably needed, and you know, it probably needed someone to say that to me, to realise. Of course, like I've experienced here how much I love playing, and I started at the beginning of the season, on the bench. Like I said, at first it was great being on the bench in the championship, but then it comes to novelty. Sitting on the bench is not what any footballer wants to do, especially like a young boy like me who just wants to be playing. So definitely I need to be playing games, and hopefully next season I'll be doing that.
Yeah, I mean, obvious question. You've enjoyed your time here. Obviously, results haven't been good recently, but if the manager's confirmed that there is something here for you, I'm not expecting you to commit to anything now. But is it something you're going to consider at the end of the season?
Like I've said before, it'd be foolish not to. I've really enjoyed my time here, even after the past so many months. I've still enjoyed my football, enjoyed being here, enjoyed the gaffer, playing under him and the lads here. So like I said, it's definitely something I'll consider. The gaffer just probably need to have a talk with him, just see where I stand.
Yeah, has this been a big year for you, sort of personally as well, being away from Portsmouth for a long time and getting used to living away from home and obviously playing week in, week out as well?
Yeah. Like I said, I experienced it a little bit last year. Living in Wickham and in Dagenham, but for a full season being away, I think I've matured a lot, on and off the field. And I think I am growing a lot. Like I said, I'm still only 20. I think playing games and being around the team for so long, being on loan for a season does help a lot.
Yeah.
You feel part of the team a bit more. So yeah, it's definitely, I think it's probably the best thing I've done is come out here on loan for the season.
Yeah. And some clubs give youngsters a chance, but to have the amount of appearances you have under your belt at 20, that's good. It's quite a good record you've got already.
I think I've made about 60 appearances now. Like I said, I've only that was a step for my first league debut was when I was 18 at Wickham. So yeah, it is good going, but this is where I want to kick on and get as many games as I can for the rest of the season, and then hopefully next season get a full season under my belt as a permanent player wherever.
Yeah. Just finally, the pitch is, everyone knows it's poor at Wharton Road at the moment. Has it been difficult for you because of the type of game you like? So I know you showed a different side of your game against Gillingham after playing that role, but in terms of what you like to do, get on the ball and spray it around, has it been difficult to do that?
Yeah, I know it's been the same for both teams, but I think it has affected us, to be honest. Like I said, I don't want to say any excuses, but like I said, when I first came here, the pitch was lovely, and then the way we like to play as well, it does make it harder. But like I said, it's the same for both teams, so we just got to try and adapt to it. But I think we still try to play a bit, and it's just maybe having that extra touch and try and get the ball down.
Yeah. Did you enjoy that role against Gillingham, just in front of Akinfenwa, because you did keep him fairly quiet until right at the end?
The gaffer had a chat with me on Friday and just said that's what he wanted me to do, and that's what I played for Portsmouth in the youth team for 2 years, and in the reserves when I mainly played. So it was something that I was used to, and I was more than happy to do. Would like to go, especially when I get a chance to get on the ball. It's a great position in there if you get the ball in there as well. But I think off the ball, I worked really well, and I limited Akinfenwa to not a lot of space. So like I said, we didn't get the result, which is not a good thing. So hopefully Saturday we do.